What's up, everybody? I'm giving you a new angle here. I usually face the camera that way, but because my lights are so bright nowadays, I don't want no glare. I'm doing it from this way. Ha ha! It's been a little bit since I've done a one-on-one video with you guys. I figure I got the day off today, so I'm just gonna spend time making a few videos, putting them up there. Little side note: last Monday we made a new channel, whatever it was called. I forgot the password and the email for that channel where I was going to put all the stuff that we're doing, other stuff. So I just decided I'm going to put all that stuff on this channel. So ignore that one. Stay here. Do all that stuff. Okay. I'd like to talk to you guys about Extreme Rules. What we have so far. I know it's going to change as of tonight, but I figure, I got a few hours here. I might as well talk about it. Talk about my thoughts. Sorry if I seem a little off it. I haven't done a video in a little bit, so I'm trying to get into the mood here. I missed you guys so much, all my 60 subscribers. I remember I used to have 1,000. Now I have 60. What the heck is going on? Okay, here we go. Extreme Rules is coming to us from Chicago, Illinois, in the fabulous, and my personal favorite arena, the Allstate Arena. Unfortunately, I will not be attending this show. I really wanted to, and I had a big group of people. We were all going to go, but things changed, It's mainly that WrestleMania going to Miami really drained my bank account really badly. And I didn't really have any money set aside for it. And I was trying to scramble and get the $60 for a ticket, and it just, all the stuff that's going down with, like, my car and being working and all that. And, it makes it, basically, I can't afford to go as much as I'd like to go. But it's okay because the card itself doesn't look too great, and I'm not that excited for things that everybody else is excited for. So let's dive into this. Brock Lesnar, John Cena. Let me state that in Miami, the night Brock Lesnar came back, I was marking out like a girl on her period. Wait, they marked out for that? No. I was going insane. I was happy that he was there. He F5 Cena. It was awesome. I was hyper that night. I was excited to see him back. I was excited for where the company was going. And then the next week, we hear that the only reason he attacked Cena is because he wants to be the face of the company. So basically, this is the only reason they're fighting. But at the same time, I am a wrestling purist, and I believe that the champion is the face of the company. It should be, at least. But it isn't. That's not how it is nowadays. John Cena will always be the face of the company, even if he has the belt or if he doesn't have the belt. And it's sad because they're making the belt look inferior when you have matches that aren't for the belt in the main events of pay-per-views. I'm okay with the WrestleMania Rock Cena thing. That was big, huge. That was good for WrestleMania main event. But when you go to Extreme Rules, your main event should be a championship match. And it's not going to be this month. It's going to be Cena Lesnar. It's going to main event that show. It's going to close the show in Chicago. So, in my opinion, Lesnar should have went after Punk. But you know what? It's not how it goes. Cena is the face of the company. And it annoys me. I don't despise John Cena, the person. I just dislike the character and the way the company is making him wrestle, basically. He can wrestle. I've said this many times. He can go, but the company style and what the company's telling him to be the Superman gimmick, doing all that stuff, it's not his fault that I don't like him. It's the company's fault. They're making me not like him. So, I'm a little worried as well as Lesnar's in-ring skills. I am not a fan of UFC. I do not like mixed martial arts. I don't like any of that stuff. I've seen a bunch of pay-per-views with some friends just because I had nothing to do and they invited me. And really, a lot of it didn't really excite me. I know of some fighters, and then I guess I enjoyed some fights, but really, I don't get a big thrill out of the UFC. Sorry, guys. I had to blow my nose. Okay. I think Lesnar is going to use some MMA style to his new moveset. The Brock Lesnar from like early 2000s, that was awesome. He was great in the ring. He was a powerhouse. He was fun to watch. But now I'm thinking he's going to change it up and like use freaking UFC moves and do all this UFC stuff. And he's coming out in the UFC trunks. It's something I'm not getting into and I won't get into because it's UFC. I can't get into it. It's hard for me to get into the UFC. So if he uses that style, I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be a fan of it. So I'm a little worried about his in-ring style and how he's going to look in the ring. As far as the match goes, a lot of people have been saying this, and I'm going to jump on that bandwagon. This is the perfect time to take John Cena off of TV. You can let him rest, because I'm sure he's exhausted. Let him rest for a few months. You know, this is how it should happen. Lesnar should just run through Cena. Boom. Destroy Cena. He's out. Even make him bleed. You know, WWE is starting to push the envelope again a little bit. They can get away with Cena bloodied up just once. I mean, it'll get people talking. It'll create buzz around it. So Cena gets destroyed. And basically, we don't see him again until maybe August. He's gone until August, where he comes back and says, I lost to Rock and Lesnar back to back. I lost what I had. I was destroyed. Blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that. And then he comes back, has a rematch with Lesnar. Maybe even beats Lesnar at like SummerSlam. That sets up this big match at SummerSlam between the two. Lesnar takes Cena out. Cena comes back with a force, a vengeance. I don't even, what am I saying? You get what I'm saying. So obviously Lesnar's winning this. He's going to go and move on to other stuff. I don't know what he's going to do after this. I don't think they're going to do Lesnar Punk right away. I think they're going to have after... let's talk about this match then, since I already said the word Punk. Punk and Jericho there's only 2 matches so far that I'm looking forward to on this show. And Jericho and Punk is the one I want to see the most out of anything. Their match at WrestleMania was really good. Their story has been really good, except for last Monday. I talked about this on my review. It's getting repetitive now. It really is. It's the same thing like, oh, you're a drunk, your family's a drunk, haha. And it's not about best in the world anymore. It's about Punk is getting pissed, Jericho's getting in his head. And it's starting to get repetitive. As much as I'm loving it, the story is getting repetitive. I hope tonight on Raw that they do something a little different. In fact, they can just have someone attack somebody. Nobody has to speak to set up this match. It's already set in stone. We don't have to hear the same thing again. But overall, this is the match I'm looking forward to see the most. Chicago Street Fight is basically an Extreme Rules match, but they gave it the logo because they're in Chicago. And let me tell you something. If you've never been to Chicago, if you've never been to the Allstate Arena during a WWE show, it has more energy in any building I've ever been to. It had more energy than the Garden. It had more energy than the WrestleManias I've been to. This little tiny building, compared to a big WrestleMania crowd, this little building outdoes the big crowd. And it's crazy. Chicago is a great wrestling city. It's my favorite arena. You know, I'm a little sad I'm not going to this show, but at the same time, the card doesn't look too wonderful. It just looks okay. Figure I'll save my money for the next one. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see who the crowd cheers for, because they're so pro-Punk, but they're also pro-Jericho. You know, it's going to be either split or, I don't know, it's going to be hard to tell what the crowd goes for. But honestly, I see Jericho walking out with the belt. I see him leaving with the belt, having it for a little bit, then Punk will beat him down the line, and then Jericho will go back and do his Fozzy thing, which is all right. Jericho's here to help put Punk over. He's helped to make him a better champion. He's here to get the people behind him, because everyone's behind him at the live shows, but the ratings whenever he comes on go down. So they're trying to help. They're trying to get that up. I see Jericho walking out with the belt tonight, Punk beating him down the line, then Punk maybe feuding with Lauren Tenzai, because as Lauren and I said, there's like a storm coming or something, and Tenzai means like some kind of storm word in Japanese or something like that. So they hinted towards it. So that's what I think is going to happen. World title match. Triple threat, no, not triple threat. 2 out of 3 falls. It's going to be a good match. Both Sheamus and Daniel Bryan, I'm fans of both of them. They're good workers. They have had good matches in the past. I'm expecting, that's the second match I'm looking forward to the most. I'm expecting nothing but a good match between the two. I think Sheamus retains as well. As much as Daniel Bryan is over, I don't think he's winning the belt at Extreme Rules. It'd be awesome if he did, but I don't think he will. Orton versus Kane. Not much to say about this other than WrestleMania. I was shocked that Kane won. Woo! I think that Orton's winning. It's obvious Orton's going to win. I believe that's all that's on the card for Extreme Rules. Overall, I'm going to be watching it. I get off of work at 7, so I'll probably miss like the first 15 minutes. I'll go to my usual spot, the bowling alley bar down the road. They show it on the big screen. And it's weird because I haven't been there since October, because I was at Survivor Series November live. December for TLC, I was busy. I had a family party for Christmas. I was at the Rumble. I worked during Chamber, but I watched it later online. And then I was at Mania. So basically I haven't been there in a while. So it'd be nice to go back there and enjoy the pay-per-views with my friends again. I have missed doing that. It'll be a good time. So I hope you guys enjoy it. There's going to be a Raw review tonight with me and Ronnie Lightning. We're going to be hitting you up with a video. So stay tuned. It's going to be late because I'm not going to start Raw till like 9 o'clock. So I'm going to see a movie and get some dinner, if you know what I mean. I'll see you guys later tonight, or maybe even in... I'll make another video. Ooh.